Alright, we are back in the Banner Saga. On chapter 4, I think? Something like that. Back with Rook and Alette and the people. And we're gonna get out of Frostvellir here. We're just gonna raid the market first. Or, you know, buy supplies. Honestly, we should buy as many supplies as we can get our hands on. Only 15 days worth. One renown gets one supply. Great. Dragonstone. This unusual carved stone is warm to the touch, and holding it fills you with steely resolve. Nah, we need as much food as we can muster. Oh, okay, so we bought there, and now we're gonna raid his supplies. Unef leads you to an inconspicuous building. This is them, he says to the handful of guards inside, who lower their weapons. In a concealed basement, you find an enormous store of food and sundries. Grab what you can, he mutters. Make multiple trips to take everything, take what you can and get out, take what you can and destroy the rest. No, because they're still throwing scraps to the people outside the walls, right? So if we take everything, they're not gonna have any food either. I feel like. And it's also dangerous to make trips back and forth. Like, I presume it's from here, the people on the outside are like thrown food. So I feel like if we take everything here, they're not gonna have any food. So take what you can and get out. The entire store of goods would take a long time to gather. You have each person in the caravan make a pass-through and take what they can. Before too long, Unef has led you out of the city with his trusted fighters. You prepare to leave the city behind. Plus 80 supplies. Alright. Plus 32 fighters. That's good. There's nothing left at the market. Or, well, there is, but we can't buy it. So, we leave. Outside the walls, things are a mess. Dredge are everywhere. Fortunately, they're going around the hill on which Frostvellir sits, heading south, and show little interest in following as you cross into the wastes. You're finally free of Frostvellir, but find yourself facing new problems. You hope that whoever Ever knows at Wyrmtoe is willing to help. Oh wait, what was that? Did you see that little, like, face that popped up in Frostvellir? What was that? Did I just need to wait and it would have popped up? But what was that? Okay, let's go read about Wyrmtoe. Wyrmtoe. In the foothills of the Wyrmscale Mountains, the Varl created a small town beneath tall pines overlooking the Nordfelling wastes. Few come here, aside from those looking for seclusion. Yes. Oh, we're gonna meet another godstone, I guess. Or meet, but yeah, you get the point. A scout returns with a nearly frozen child. I almost stepped on her in the snow. Looks like she must have been running from something, he says. Patches of blue model her pale skin, but her chest rises and falls ever so slightly. Even just carrying her along could kill her in a state like this, says a woman. We could be in danger here, points out another. Keep moving, but let the healers tend to her. Stop the caravan for a rest and tend to the girl. Stop and look for other survivors. Let's look for other survivors. 1 hour, you shout. Look for any other survivors. Healers, do what you can. A fire flares to life as you follow the scout's lead. Your search is fruitless, and you return to a fully settled camp. The healers still fuss with the girl's blankets, but it looks hopeful that she'll pull through. The next day you set out again. Alright. I'm fine with that. Oh, weak morale? No. We need to camp. That's no good. Well, actually, we have people who are hurt as well, so... Ah, okay, that's the one we saw. Okay, what do you want? Just take it easy for a while. People are noticing. Oh, they've noticed, have they? We're on the edge of dying daily and you want me to take it easy? Gods, I should be plowing twice as many fields, you understand? Don't get us thrown out of this caravan, Mugen. It's not just you who suffers. Right, so you got married, have kids. Now I'm supposed to settle down too, yeah? What happened to... The two brothers clam up as you approach. That's right, I've got a kid to take care of. Cool your head, Mugen. Mugen departs, leaving Mugen looking awkward. Rook, what brings you around? Just heard yelling, came to check it out. Sorry, it was none of my business. Nothing, I'll be going. You come running every time you hear yelling? Must be why you look so tired. Look, it's no secret. Not secret. I like women, Rook. They like me. They like the scar. Feh, forget it. Listen, all this death? Every night half the caravan cries itself to sleep. Pathetic. Come on, Rook, be honest. This is good living. Half the world just tilling soil till they keel over. What kind of life is that? We're lucky. You could go your whole life with no goals, no purpose, nothing to fight against but boredom and hunger. I'm glad for all of this. Not sure I agree. I get what you're saying. Between us, I agree. Not sure I agree. Look at it like this. We're fighting to the death almost every day, yeah? You can curl up in a little ball of fear. You can go hide in the woods eating nuts and appreciating leaves or some nonsense. Or you can enjoy the struggle. Know which one I pick. Anyway, just so you know, I'd never go for a let. Promise you that. Or Oddleif. All yours. Appreciated, Mugen. You depart unsure whether your opinion of Mugen changed for the better or worse. Okay. Sure, I guess. Okay, we got some better morale now. Oh, Unif. Honestly, I would actually change out Alette at this point. But I also kind of feel like she's an important character, so we need to like keep her in the fights and kind of plan better, I guess, so that she can actually get some kills. But like, yeah, I don't know. I feel like we have kind of too many archers, but I don't know. Yeah. Okay. Leave. The caravan is buzzing with worry. In the distance, someone has spotted a large number of dark figures following you. The Dredge, cries one woman, but something about it tells you they don't quite look like Dredge. Gods be damned, chokes Unef, standing on one of the carts to get a better view. Worse than Dredge. That's Ekil. The news spreads throughout the clansmen like wildfire. Ekil? Why would he... starts Oddleif. Unless he's after you, Onef. Oh my god, interjects Onef. He's unpredictable. That's a good number of fighters with him. Your mind races considering what to do. Outpace him, dig in for a fight, lead a charge, keeping him away from the caravan. Try to work things out peacefully. Oh, he's not gonna work anything out peacefully, though. No. Outpace him, dig in for a fight, lead a charge, keeping him away from the caravan. Honestly, I feel like leading a charge, keeping him away from the caravan, and then we'll have to fight him, and I guess that's kind of a good thing, really. Sure. You gather Onef, your allies and fighters, and head out into the wastes, weapons drawn, where the caravan won't be involved. Rook, my good friend, he says as you approach, showing his axe on the ground. We come to parley, not fight. Okay. Why would I believe a word you say? Rook, we're good friends! What happened? You tried to kill us. Just go back to Frostvellir and leave us alone. Ah, Rook, it's your pretty girl. I'm glad nothing happened to her. With the Dredge, I mean. My friends, how could I forget everything you've done for me? Broke into my city, took my warriors, took my food, took one of my best men. How are you, Onef? Did they treat you well? Do they treat you well? Shove it up your ass, Ekil. If you come out here to kill me, let's get it over with. Nothing like that. You must think you know me. Huh, people like me. What did Onef tell you? Psh, that I'm out of it? I haven't survived because I'm out of it. I did what had to be done to make it in Frostvellir. The only mistake I made was you. What kind of man are you, Rook? You look like an average man to me. A man worried about his daughter, maybe? Just making his way. But then look behind you. How many people is that? They follow you, fight for you. Why? What kind of man are you? Nobody special. I'm doing my best like everyone else. The kind who does what needs to be done. I protect my kin. I feel like if I say this, he's gonna be like, oh, but then you understand me. I did the same. I'm like, no, you did not. But yeah. Then we have something in common. But unlike me, they gladly follow you. What do these people think you are? You saved them. You're a hero. Maybe that's more important than who you really are. What's your point, Ekil? I'm your prisoner, Rook. Bind my hands. Frostveller's done. I can't survive there, thanks to you, my good friends. You may not have cut my throat, but you sentenced us to death. I don't believe that's who you are. Is this some kind of apology? You can't trust me, I know that. Take me and my men as prisoners, if that's what it takes. Ekil looks down at the ground and the words come slowly to him. I'm not above begging. Take Ekil and his men as prisoners, abandon them the ways, ask Owen of his opinion, kill Ekil on the spot, let them join you on strict terms. I don't really want to abandon anyone. I don't know. What does it mean if we take them prisoners? Can we still use them for fighting? I guess we take them as prisoners? I don't know. Listen, Ekil, we'll keep you alive, but look at one man, woman, or child the wrong way and every last one of you gets cut down on the spot. Do you understand? It may be reckless, but I pay my debts. These people are right to follow you, Rook. You're a good man. You have each man's hands bound tightly and their bodies searched for weapons, making sure no mistakes are made. Things are certainly starting to feel complicated. Okay. Okay. Interesting. Oh, there are people here. Oh, it's a godstone. You find a surprising number of people camped out at the godstone. They've been here quite a while, ever since the sun stopped. Apparently they think Radormyr, the sun god, has come back, and they're worshipping him despite the bleak environment. They welcome the caravan, mingling and swapping stories with the others while you rest. They have almost nothing of value to trade, but their leader approaches and offers to let you join in their tribute. Accept their offer, ask what this tribute involves, politely decline and move on, decline and inspect the godstone before leaving. What does this tribute involve? Gullenfyri, one says, showing you a golden liquid in a silver bowl. He places some on his chest, which almost sounds like it's sizzling, and explains through clenched teeth it's a gift from the sun god, an oil that burns like the sun and lets them see things clearly. That does not sound nice. I mean, the gods are dead, so, but, well, I kind of feel like declining and inspecting the godstone before leaving. Nobody can really agree on what Radormyr looked like, as fond as he was of his own isolation. He never directly contacted humanity. Most think he was a serpent that lived in the sun, and it's not uncommon to hear speak of seeing the tail of a great creature slipping through the thin clouds on a sunny day. Radormyr was always one of the lucky gods, the kind who people thanked for good weather, healthy livestock, and a good harvest. Despite all that, the biggest mystery has always been how his godstone came to be found at the bottom of a dried-out lake. After some rest, you continue on. The sun god worshippers are keen to stay, so you pack your things and return to the road. Okay. Godstone Radormyr. None of these gods are like real Norse gods, though, they sound. That I know of, at least. But their names certainly sound Old Norse. We have declined more morale, which is not good. Several people have noticed black vultures circling above the caravan, taking advantage of the light snowfall. They pose no threat, but they have a visible impact on the mood of your clansmen. The next time you look back, Oddleif is firing arrows into the air, which nearly tag the birds once or twice. "Get lost! No dead down here!" she shouts to nobody in particular. "What are you doing?" Let her get out some aggression. Ask her to stop wasting arrows. Join her in shooting at the vultures. Join her. First person to knock one out of the sky gets their wish granted, you announce. Several of the caravan give it a try, including Alette, enjoying the sport and turning around morale. It's no big surprise when one of Oddleif's blue-feathered arrows brings down a bird. Morale improved. "You know," says Oddleif, scanning the caravan, "a lot of these women, they could do this." You can tell from the look in her eyes she's excited about the idea. "I think I'm going to start training them how to fight," she says. Encourage Oddleif to train the women. Try to keep her expectations in check. Tell her you think it's a bad idea. Honestly, encourage her to train the women. That sounds like an amazing idea. "We can always use more fighters," you tell Oddleif. Oddleif? No, okay, they just misspelled it. "If Alette is any proof, you know how to train someone with a bow." Oddleif gives you a smile. She heads off to some of the women in the caravan, showing them the vulture she shot down. Alright. Can't really see a big difference in morale there, but morale has declined again. Let's camp and get morale up. Never know when we need that boost. There we go. Leave. Harsh words from one mother to another draw the attention of the entire caravan. "My daughter marries Ragni or no one. That reed-thin tramp you call a daughter wouldn't provide sons." The insulted mother bares her teeth, ready to attack. Let the argument play out on its own. Worry on marriage another time. Explain yourselves. Keep the women separated. Explain yourselves, I would say. "Ragni chooses my daughter on his own," the insulted mother says. "But this one thinks I have something to do with it." Launching forward, the first woman flails wildly, shouting, "Liar!" The women are separated and eventually calm down, but you worry that this is far from over. Okay. I thought I would get another chance to have something to say, but okay, morale has declined again. I don't really like that morale has declined. Honestly. And I see like forest here, so I'm hoping that means that we're soon through this. There it is, it's soon here. Ahead you find what appears to be a good number of peasants surrounded by brigands. One of the armed men looks over his shoulder and says, "Gods be damned, that's all I need. Listen, don't interfere, and one of those supply wagons is yours." These supply wagons. While remaining silent, the peasants plead to you with their eyes. What's going on here? "Nothing concerning you," he replies. "And before you start telling me otherwise, these are my clansmen. Thought they could run off with every scrap of food in the village. Now all I want is you to move on, so take your share or don't." Oh my god. I feel like we shouldn't get involved. I'm not gonna take anyone else's supplies. Like, we're fine. We can make it. Fight. I don't know. I really want to Google this and just be like, oh my god, what is the good option here? But we've stayed out of internal fights before, so I guess we'll stay out of another one. I don't know. I guess we shouldn't get involved. You turn a blind eye to what's happening and keep the caravan moving. You can't be uncertain whether the armed men were being completely earnest about what happened, but you realize you can't go around solving everyone's problems. Sadly, that's... yeah. Again, I feel like the game is gonna make me feel bad whatever choice I make. Now I feel bad! We should probably have fought them.
Wyrmtoe was never the kind of place someone would build a town. Fittingly, the Varl living here aren't known for welcoming visitors with open arms.
Yeah, I already regret my choice. The Varl find you before you see them. Not surprising with this many people behind you. With weapons drawn, they demand to know why you're here, but back down when Ivar tells them he's come to see someone named Krumr. Well, I'll be damned. Krumr. It's been a long time. Yeah, it has. So what brings Ingvar to Wyrmtoe with his very own village of humans? Bad news. Dredge are coming down from the north. We barely made it this far. That is dire news. Come on, we have food. We'll discuss more in the meat house. As you follow the old Varl into their meager town, you catch him quietly saying, "If it were anyone else." I've talked with the warriors here. I'll be honest with you. Half want to go north and find out what happened at Blodsbalker. Some think we should go to Grofheim instead. None of them are happy you're here. What do you think? If I had it my way, I'd stay here and let the dredge come. But you made this a problem, didn't you? We can't feed this many people for long, even if they don't eat much. This is a Varl town. Most of us take care of ourselves. We've got women, children. We could pitch in, make this place livable. It doesn't work like that. These Varl are here to get away from civilization, not make one. It's Krumr's call. It won't be long before dredge are here too. No, it won't. There's one thing we should do. It's tell Jorunder what's going on. Who's Jorunder? Varl King. Well, as close to one as we have. Ingvar, where'd you find these people? Stay here and rest, but once yours are ready to go, we do. I'm going to see off those who want to head north. But I'll join you to Grofheim. More travel? No, we've already come so far. Stop the pounding, girlie. Even if Jorunder won't listen to a tired old war like me, I have a feeling they'll pay attention to your friend Ingvar here. They'll listen to Ivar? Huh, he hasn't told you? Of course he hasn't. Do what you need to, but don't be long. No, of course he hasn't told us. Oh, we could get 4 per renown. We should have fought something. We should have fought. Okay. Bloodshed coins. Pewter coins pressed with ancient symbols of respect, often laid on the foreheads of those fallen in battle. Statue of the Sightless Man. A figurine occasionally carried by older warriors who believe it could temporarily blind their enemies. Tistleberry. An addictive berry found deep in the long loom forest that when eaten makes one feel pretty good about things. And the narwhal horn. Alright. Alright, alright, alright. Well, more choices that I regret. Amaze beans. Wait, where can we load? Oh, we can load from the godstone of Radormyr. Then we can attack the brigands and save peasants. We can try out all the different... Okay, okay. I wanna. And then I'll just skip all the talking, it's whatever. I'll just make the same choices here. Ba 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 ba. Ba 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 ba. Well, I'll just pause until we get there. Actually, we have this one with a marriage thing. Let's try another one, actually, now that we're here. Worry on marriage another time. Two women look embarrassed, which turns to anger. You worry about your fighting, and I'll worry about my daughter. Both women glare at you before storming off. Okay, well, maybe they build a friendship out of this. I don't know. Cool. I think we're soon there, yeah, okay. Oh my gosh, that is very bad morale. We need to do something about that. Here we go. Blah, 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 blah. Okay, we're almost there. This time we're gonna fight. And see what happens. The vulture thing happened again, so... Oh, a woman's stifled screams failed to overly concern anyone. It was only a matter of time before the expected mother gave birth. This is new. The caravan is simply excited by this first sign of new life since the trip began. Call for a day of rest and celebration, congratulate the new parents privately, offer the family extra rations as gifts, do nothing special, allowing the mother and child some peace. I don't know, rest and celebration. I feel like that would improve morale for everyone. When the baby's cries replace the mother's, the entire caravan cheers. You raise your drink to the family, saying, "Tomorrow we rest and feast to strength and long life." Again, everyone cheers, glad to forget their worries for some small time. Yeah, that's what I mean. Like, it helps to be able to forget your worries, if just for a while. Good morale. Plus 15 renown! Yes! Yes, yes.
Wyrmtoe was never the kind of place someone would build a town. Fittingly, the Varl living here aren't known for welcoming visitors with open arms.
Oh, okay, so that was instead of the peasants and that thing. So it was like a minor thing in reality, and we got 15 renown. I will take it. Alright, we'll be back when we get to the same point as we were. Alright, here we are. Now we can actually go to the market, because we have these 15 renown. So good. And there are other items. Singing stone, a rare crystal that when struck creates a pleasant sound, often strung on weapons with melodic effect. Bloodshed coin, statue of sightless man. I actually kind of feel like using all the renown for supplies, honestly. 28 days worth of supplies. Yeah, yeah. I think that would be good. Alright, let's talk to... here. Krumer, can you spare a moment? Mostly no, but I'll try. Looks like he's gonna, like, take his blind eye out with that axe constantly. I never had a moment to thank you for your hospitality. Consider it done, then. How did you get all these Varl to follow you? So who is Yngvar? I bet you have some incredible stories. I best leave you to your business. How did you get these Varl to follow you? Respect, young one. After the Second Great War, wasn't much for me left to do, so I started training other Varl to fight. Got tired of that, made a place in Wyrmtoe. They still come calling, even with no wars to speak of. Seems like that might be changing though, don't it? So who is Yngvar? Ha! I'm not surprised he never told you. I'm just surprised he can stand being around anyone at all. Your friend was one of us long ago. I mean the dredge bashing type. He was called Ingvar then. And if you want to know why he changed his name, best ask him yourself. I'm too old to peddle and gossip. Any wisdom on fighting dredge? Depends how much you know. They're all armor. Tap them hard enough though and it'll shatter. Line up a whole row of slag and they'll explode on each other all the way down. You get in a big brawl, half your time is spent setting them up for it. And if you see one bang his axe like a tuning fork, try to kill him quick. Sometimes the slag he's calling won't even show up. I bet you have some incredible stories. I might. Or I could be the most boring varl you ever met. Depends on how much you like killing dredge. Ask me again someday, might tell you about the time we filled the dead yaks with whale teeth. And why. What? I best leave you to your business. I suppose you should. Take care, friend of Ingvar. Cool. Alright, I am very happy with going back, changing that choice. Good. Alright, but that will be it for this episode. So thank you all very much for watching, and I will see ya.